Hi everyone. Okay, so I said I'd make this video, and this one is pretty much going to be about school and why you should, do your best. And all the things I pretty much went through trying to do school. I'm going to start simply at, I went to St. Cecilia's school back when I was a little girl, and I was like, wait, by the way, this video is kind of funny because I'm going to say a lot of dumb things, trust me. And you're going to hear a lot of dumb stories and things I shouldn't have done. So, yeah, my year in elementary school, it was cool. I had this crush on this one dude. I'm not going to say anyone's name. I'm just going to use other words and other people's names. So I had this crush on, like, I don't know, this guy named, Nathani. Yeah, Nathani. He was cool. If you're watching this and you know what I'm talking about, just laugh. So Nathani, he was like so cute to me. He was this really cute Colombian boy, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had the biggest crush on him ever. I thought he was the coolest one ever. And then I made it to like, all these years, everybody was like making fun of me because they knew I liked him. Nathani was cool. And then, then I met this really other dude, and his name was like Ron Stoppable. Yeah, it was Ron Stoppable, right? And like he knows exactly who I'm talking about probably. But Ron Stoppable was in my fourth grade class. And he was the cutest person ever, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Talk to me. And I looked over at him, and he's like, do you have a crush on anyone? And I was like, yeah. And I was getting ready to tell Ron Stoppable I had a crush on him. I liked him way more than I liked Nathani. Like, I mean, Nathani was cool up to fourth grade, but then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to tell him that I like him. So Ron Stoppable was like, so tell me who it is. And I was like, okay. And while I was about to tell him, he goes like, please don't say me. Please don't say me. And I'm just like, um, um, I like Nathaniel. I told him the other guy. I did kind of like him, but I like Ron Stoppable a lot better. And Ron Stoppable, now is, oh my god. Nathaniel's, he's decent too, but no offense to Nathaniel, but, Ron Stoppable looks really good now. Like, oh my gosh, he looks really good. I tell him that. I used to tell him that, like, all the time. I kind of still talk to him. And I actually told him how I felt. I was like, I had the biggest crush on you ever in elementary school. So yeah, that was pretty much elementary school. And when it comes to my grades, then my mom kind of did all my work for me. My mom was actually my substitute teacher for a little while. It was very strange. My mom was a teacher, so she did a lot of things with me, helping me. She made me study all the time. Oh my gosh, it drove me nuts the amount of times I had to study. I couldn't stand it. Sorry, I'm not wearing any makeup right now. I have lip gloss on, and that's all. I feel much better with my glasses on because you can't see my eyes that much. So I was so excited, and the fact that my music is messing up right now. Hold on a second. Let me go and fix that. Just give me a few moments. Hold on. I'm not doing anything. Anyway, sorry about that. Music sucks sometimes. Anyway, so elementary school was crazy. Then I got to fifth grade. Whoo, fifth grade. I could not deal with fifth grade that much. I don't even know how I survived fifth grade. Oh, I totally missed when I got in trouble in fourth grade because I kind of like cut this girl. We didn't really cut her. I kind of like took this. I was really mad because she was annoying me. And her name is we're gonna call her Lady Gaga. Yeah, we're gonna call her Lady Gaga. So I took this, sharp thing, and I went like that to her really hard with this sharp. It was one of those metal rulers we used in like math classes back then. And I got in a lot of trouble for doing that to her, and I never went back to my school. Let me tell you another thing too about elementary school is the fact that in elementary school I had this terrible teacher. I will tell you her name. Her name was Mrs. Kara Constantis, Miss K. Everybody knew Miss K. We had Miss K, and she was evil. Well, at least to me she was evil. She didn't like my mom at all. I don't know why she didn't like my mom. She just was always saying mean stuff to my mom, and it's because she didn't like my brother, and she didn't like the fact that I actually got a really good grade on this one test that apparently I wasn't supposed to get a good grade on, according to her. She didn't think I could do it, but I did. In your face, Miss Kara Constantis, aka Miss K. So, I never talk like that normally. So she was crazy woman. That was second grade. I remember, that's how bad of a teacher she was. She was in my second grade class, and I remember it perfectly. She made fun of all the kids. She was mean to a lot of the kids. She would just, I could tell you stories, but I'm not going to do it this moment. So I already got 5 minutes. Let me get down to 5th grade. My other video is going to be middle school. My next one's going to be high school. Then I'm going to go to college. I promise I'm going to have all of these ready for you. So 5th grade. What on earth? I decided because I couldn't go to public school and I was getting kind of homeschooled and I went to England for a while and a lot of stuff was happening. I went in the 5th grade. I was like, oh boy, 5th grade, huh? Like, great. I don't know why I sound like that. But I went into 5th grade and I was like, this is going to be great. I am going to make new friends and meet new people. And this school is right down the road from my house. So I could walk there on my own. And I did walk there on my own most of the time. I got there and everybody already knew each other. And I was a new kid. And I was the awkward one. And I was the one who didn't know anyone. And I was the one with weird hairstyles. Because my mom would do my hair all the time. My messy hair. And I was like, Mom, what do you put in my hair? She's like, I'm going to put these beads and these baubles and weird little... She put in my hair... I love you, Mom, dearly. But she put these koala bears in my hair. These little bubbly things. And they would move with... They would just move and make noise. And I was like, Mom, I feel like I'm walking around like a living Santa Claus. Funny thing is actually my keys in my bag jingle all the time. But they were ugly. These koala bears were hideous. She thought they were cute. And I was like... I would never give those to my kid. You know, I appreciate my mom for trying to help me and do my hair and all that jazz, but they looked really bad. So all the time in 5th grade, they made fun of me. They're like, what's in your hair? Most of my 5th grade class made fun of me because I was the weird one. I was a strange one. I talked too much. I spoke out loud. I kind of didn't care. The one thing in 5th grade I couldn't stand. I could not stand my teacher. Oh my gosh. Her name is Miss Carlberg. Everybody knew Miss Carlberg. That woman. Now, I have no problem with people that are fat. I have no problem with people that are big. I have no problem because I'm not a small person either. But Miss Carlberg was so big, honestly, you could see when she would walk, she would wear these muumuu dresses, and she would have her fat hanging over her. She wore high heels, but you couldn't tell they were high heels because her fat hung over her high heels. She just looked like she was walking on little, like, stubs because that's how much fat was hanging over it. And she would just look at you and be like, I don't think you could have... Her face was so big. Like, so big. And when she spoke, she was like, I could not stand her, honestly. And she told my mother, simply, she was like, your daughter cannot pass this 5th grade class. And I was like, what? And my mom was really mad, and I was really mad, and I was like, what do you mean I can't? It's because I couldn't do math. I suck at math. I have a math problem. I can't do it. I had a lot of help in math classes for all the years. But I could not stand her because of that. She told pretty much to my mom I would never make it to 6th grade and I would be stuck in 5th grade for a very long time. I was 9 years old turning 10 in 5th grade. Leave me alone. Let me do what I have to do. I had to study math with her all the time. I had to get a tutor. And I had to go, I spent a lot of time in special education classrooms because I have a speech impediment. I'm talking so fast so you can't really hear it. I purposely can't say my S's properly. That's what it sounds like when I slow down. Anyway, Miss Carlberg, that crazy woman, crazy giant whale of a woman, couldn't stand her. Like, I can only say this because I'm not skinny. So I can call her a whale all I want. Because I'm like a baby whale right now. I'm trying not to get to full mama whale. She was a full mama and grandmama, and she ate grandpa and she ate grand uncle. She ate everybody. This is terrible. But I couldn't stand her as a 5th grade teacher. She was horrible. She was mean to me all the time. The class, honestly, I got bullied really bad in that classroom. Like, a lot of people didn't like me. There's one girl, not saying names. I'm going to call her, Jessie. I'm going to call her Jessie for now. Yeah. There's one girl I remember in 5th grade. She punched me. She punched me so hard in the face. She, like, knocked out my earrings. Then there's this other kid. Honestly, this kid now is actually really cool. He's doing really good with his life. I'm gonna call him Zoe. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Zoe because, this kid would make fun of me all the time. He was so mean to me. And he was so mean. Like, he would always make fun of my hair, my face. Honestly, if I didn't know me, I'd probably make fun of me too because I wasn't very easy to talk to. I was strange. I still am strange. But he was really mean. Like, Zoe and Jessie were so mean to me, always bullying me, always picking on me. Like, I remember that my mom had to come in so many times. Like, so many times. It was so embarrassing. Whose mother comes in all the time because you're having a problem? A 10-year-old is having problems. Like, what is wrong with me for that? Point of it is, 5th grade was weird. I don't know how I made it through, but honestly, my mother helped me a lot. Mom, I forgive you for those koala bears because you helped me get through. My next video is middle school. Anyway, bye. Love you all.